If you feel broke right now, if you think that you are just broke, chances are it is not your money because you are making money. It is your financial habits. So once you fix your habits, your whole entire financial life will change. So in today's video, I want to share 10 rich girl habits that will literally transform your life with money if you start implementing them today. The first habit is I want you to work on getting out of debt. We have literally normalized having debt in our budget, having a minimum payment on a car or having a minimum payment on a credit card or a store card has become so normal when you could be using that money to building wealth. So I want you to kind of look at your budget and have a look at how much debt are you paying every single month and create a habit to actually attack that debt and get out of that. So your first goal is nothing luxurious, nothing to chase with luxury, with looking rich, but it's actually to chase freedom. And the best way to do that is by getting rid of whatever you owe, because every time you owe someone money, you're working for them and not for yourself. So when you get paid, you are getting paid to pay someone else instead of getting paid to pay yourself. The second rich girl habit I want you to start doing is to stop impressing people. This one will change your life completely. Stop buying things to look rich so that people can clap their hands for you, so that people can follow you on Instagram, so that people can like your video or like your picture. Stop doing that and start building actual wealth, because a lot of people who look rich, they're actually drowning in debt. Take it from me, who coaches a lot of people who have all these fancy cars, these fancy lifestyles, but they're actually struggling in debt. So you don't want to do that, because if I had to ask you right now, if you had to lose your job today, are you going to be okay financially, or are you going to be completely screwed? I asked that question in our previous live in the FLA, and a lot of the students said, Norma, I would be screwed. So I want you to start today to get out of debt and stop impressing people, stop pleasing family, stop trying to do things for people's approval, and start working on your freedom and getting out of debt. Rich girl habit number 3 I want you to do is to have long-term goals. Stop thinking now. A lot of people are living for now. A lot of people are making decisions that are going to make them happy now or make people around them happy now. I want you to start having a plan for long term. What's going to happen in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years with your life? Are you currently unhappy at work? That is fine. How old are you right now? Let's say, for example, you are 33. Then start planning for when you're 43 and you're living the life that you enjoy. What does that actually look like, and what do you need to do? Have a plan, have a system, and be consistent. Get a planner. Some people meet me one-on-one just to plan for their future. If you're struggling to plan on your own, then get a financial planner who will help you with those kind of things. A rich girl doesn't just hope things will work out. A rich girl actually has a game plan, has a system to follow, and stays consistent even when you're not motivated, because you know that the results for the next 10 years are going to be fruitful. I'm going to stay consistent using the systems I've put in place, even if I'm not motivated every single day. So start planning for long term, not just for short term, which means short term, it might feel like I'm paying off this debt and it's so difficult. I'm paying an extra $5,000 a month and it's so difficult. But long term means I will be debt free. I can leave my job and not worry that I'm owing anyone and I'll be in trouble. So that is what I mean when I say start planning long term, so that the short term sacrifices and the short term pain doesn't really make you feel like giving up. It actually, you know that I need to keep going so that I can benefit in the future. Rich girl habit number 4, which you all know of, is to live below your means. This is where discipline actually comes in, where you have to track your income, you have to track your expenses, you have to track your spending habits, because if you don't know where your money is going, you will always feel broke. The most important thing is to have a look at, out of this income that's coming in, can I afford my lifestyle, or am I living way above my means? Am I relying so much on credit cards? Am I relying so much on these short-term loans, on these payday loans? Do I actually need this? Or maybe, am I living above my means because I'm spending a lot of my money on wants, on things I don't need? Then start structuring your budget in a way that's going to pour into future you, where whatever you have, you are putting it into paying off debts, getting out of debt, or building wealth. Another thing you can start doing is to also learning as well how to make more money, where I teach a lot about digital income, where you're not having a second job, but you're learning a skill that will give you another income or another salary, or even replace your current salary. Before I move on to Rich Girl number 5 habits, I want to let you know that I have created a Nomazdiary Wealth Club, where I go deeper into your budget, into your debt payoff plan, into building your investment strategy, and actually putting systems in place for your money. There is going to be over 5 masterclasses available for you in this program. I will only open enrollment up until the 2nd of May. You can book a one-on-one with me as well, and you will learn exactly how you can transform your finances, but also get a holistic understanding of personal finance, something we are not taught in school. So if you feel like this is a sign, this is what you need, you want to set up Q2 of 2026 in a way of success, then I'll have it linked below and you can join the waiting list, and I will see you inside the Wealth Club. So, Rich Girl number 5 is to learn how to increase your income. Sometimes when you look at your budget, let's be honest, you look at everything and you're like, I actually cannot remove anything anymore. I cannot remove my medical aid. I cannot remove my petrol. I cannot remove food. I need to eat. Sometimes you just need more money. And the truth is, you cannot budget your way to wealth. And if you speak to a lot of wealthy people, a lot of millionaires, a lot of the rich people, they did not make it to the top with just one salary. So I want you to learn a skill, build whatever skill you have, offer it online, increase your income, educate yourself on how to also become a better version of you, and how to pour into other people as well, serve other people, create opportunities for other people, because people will pay you for that. And if you want to learn more about that, you can join my Financial Literacy Academy, which I'll have it linked below. That is my weekly mentorship program. It is $13 a month, and I meet you every single week, and I basically coach you on financial literacy and making money online, but also having faith with all of that. Rich Girl habit number 6, which is basically where it all started for me, was to educating myself when it comes to my finances. So it's also called investing in yourself, where you are investing in financial education. That is very important. Rich girls don't just guess where is money going, where is money going to come from. They have an understanding of the money that I have right now, how much is actually going to investments, how much is actually going to savings, how can I make this money grow, how can I be a good steward of my money, how can I do exactly what God told me, which is to be fruitful and to also multiply, because what you don't understand will always control you. The worst thing you can ever do is to make your money your master. That is the worst thing ever. You would rather be the master, and then your money is the servant. This is what I also teach you in the Wealth Club. So you want to know how to master your money, and the best way to do that is to educate yourself when it comes to your finances through learning about financial literacy, books, podcasts, watching these kind of videos, but to also invest in your education, enrolling in masterclasses and courses and things like that that are going to help you. And I promise you, once you know what you know when it comes to finances, you cannot unknow it. Every single decision that you make is going to be aligned with making sure that everything is aligned with future you. Rich Girl habit number 7 is to learn how to manage your accounts well. Now I have a video more on how to structure your account. I'll have it somewhere up here, but basically have a clear structure of your money. So out of the money that you receive, what is the money that is going into your spending account? What is the money that's going into your savings account? What's the money that is tackling debt? What are debit orders that you don't want to touch? So just basically having a clear direction of your money and not being confused is what's going to really help you thrive when it comes to managing your money every single month. Rich girl habit number 8 is to invest, 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 invest. I don't know how many times can I say it. This is where your wealth is built. But you need to know what you're doing when it comes to investing. So consult your financial planner, financial advisor. You can reach out to me. I do offer complimentary financial planning, retirement planning sessions. So I'll have that linked below as well if you need help with structuring your investments so that it is helping your money grow. It is not just all over the place. Your money should be working for you. Even when you are not working, your money should be working. Basically, you are making sure that you in the future is taken care of, because whatever the groceries are costing now is not what they're going to cost in the future. So you want to make sure that your money is in line with keeping up with inflation, or even better, beating inflation. So think of things like your tax-free savings account. You want to make sure that you are investing that. It's not just sitting in the bank account and not making money for you, because the money it makes, it's tax-free. So be very, very strategic with that. Your retirement annuity. You make money back every year from SARS called tax rebates. You want to be able to use those benefits that the government has in place for you. If you don't know about that, book a one-on-one with me or your financial advisor and educate yourself more on that, so that you are benefiting with the benefits that are available for you as a South African citizen, especially. Long-term investments. So things for big purchases. Is your child going to university in the next 10 years? Do you have a plan for that? Or are you going to use your bonus or get a loan for that? Do you see where I'm going? A little bit of money that you are putting away now, and your money is making money from that and compounding from that, is what's going to help you in the future to live a life of freedom. So invest, invest, invest. Teach yourself investment, or you can join my wealth club, and I've got a 2-hour masterclass on investment. You'll book a one-on-one with me and we can dive deep into it as well, just you and me. I'll have a link below. Rich girl habit number 9. All the rich girls know this one, but to show up for yourself. This is the real secret to becoming a rich girl, is to show up for yourself. No one is coming to save you. Stop waiting for someone to, I don't know, give you money or to tell you all the opportunities out there. You go and do that for yourself. You're spending a lot of time maybe sitting on Netflix or on TV, when you could be actually spending a lot of time in masterclasses, reading books, in coaching groups, and something that's going to help you become a better version of yourself. Show up for yourself. This is not about motivation. It's mostly about discipline, because at first it's going to be difficult to start that budget. It's going to be difficult to work out and, eat healthy. It's going to be difficult to invest that 1,000 Rand a month. A lot of things as they start are difficult because you're uncomfortable, but that's where the secret is. That's where the source is. I always say your financial future is hidden in your budget, because how you manage your money now is going to determine what is your finances going to be like in the future. If you're struggling to manage 10,000 Rand right now, then even if you receive 50,000, you won't be able to manage it. But if you show up for yourself and learn to become a better version and grow your investments and work on your health, whatever it is that you are trying to achieve, whoever you are trying to become, show up for yourself every single day. You're not going to be motivated every single day, but if you're disciplined enough, if you have that wisdom and you know exactly what it feels like to be unhappy in your current situation, then you know what you are chasing. You are chasing that happiness, that joy, that peace of mind, knowing that if anything had to happen, I have an emergency fund. If anything had to happen, I am covered. I can stop working and I'll be financially okay. I can take a gap year and travel and it's going to be okay. You're not in survival mode. You want to get out of that. Even when you don't like saving, even when you don't like investing, you need to show up. The last rich girl habit, which is rich girl habit number 10, which you already know about, is to build an emergency fund. I have to add this one. There's so many other habits, but these are the 10 top ones. So building an emergency fund is your safety net, because life happens. Things do happen that you did not plan, that you did not expect. They could either put you back in debt. They could either make you go on a serious anxiety and depression moment, because I'm going to make an example with a very big one. If you had to lose your job right now without an emergency fund of the next 3 to 6 months of income, you could probably start by borrowing money to take care of your children, your family. And then after that, you can't borrow money anymore because you can't really return it. And then you start getting really sad and feeling less than and having anxiety whenever the debit order is going to go off and feeling depressed. And you don't want to put yourself in that situation. So instead of when an emergency happened and going back to debt, you want to be secure. You want to be okay. So build that emergency fund. And I promise you, if you follow these habits, they will change your life. It won't be overnight, but over time, one day you will look back and be like, I'm so glad I started with my financial journey, my rich girl journey back in 2026. This is how real wealth is built. And if you're serious about getting out of debt, about building wealth and actually changing your life, I do recommend joining the Wealth Club, because that is also got more content that maybe you won't be able to find online, that is going to teach you the deeper understanding of investing, of endowment, of tax-free savings, of unit trusts, of retirement annuities, of how to calculate your freedom number, but also how to tackle debt, your debt to income ratio, bad debt versus good debt, just basically all of that, unpacking it, while also having a one-on-one with me to have a clear structure, set clear goals, and have systems in place to become that rich girl that you want to become. Everything is going to be linked on my description. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to please give it a like, a comment, subscribe, share it to the friend, because we are building wealth, we are building discipline, and ultimately we are building freedom, which will bring us this financial peace in this channel. And I hope to see you on the next video. Bye.